Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are checking out Ironmouse and Bubi in Anarchy. Now this is an original song on the Ironmouse channel, and I'm excited to get into this. I've heard a bit of Ironmouse singing. I've seen like her popular clips, so I know that she's like a trained opera singer, and like I know about her condition and stuff. And I know about Bubi as well. But I haven't really heard Bubi sing before, so I'm interested to see how that plays in, and interested to see just what kind of song they went for with their original. So I'm ready to jump on in. I hope you are as well. Let's get into this in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, I like the percussive here. A very clean synth bass backing it up. Oh, okay. Nice.
This all to yourself, but let me tell you something.
Nice.
Who needs help? Just getting started, darling.
Oh, I like those layered laughs thrown in there. And a Bubi here has got a nice tonality. I like the way he's not like trying to go all in on like the singing aspect of his voice. He's taking it as a theatrical performance, which I think plays to his strengths much more. Just in how he handles his voice. So massive props to that theatrical nature, and massive props to composing the song to fit that.
Something. I'm here to stay. Who needs help? Just getting started, darling. You want to play all your games from infernal charade. Go on your stream till you wake to all in disarray.
Nice. Choral intermission, clean. Oh, interesting. On the sustain, on the layered sustains, we had the one on bottom sustain farther than the one on top, which in terms of pitch, which I feel is unusual. Ooh, that is a nice note to hit. Whoa, those are the layered bass tones we're getting from Bubi there is really nice. I like that a lot, actually. He's like breathy with it. I like it. Nice. Okay, so that's nice. So Ironmouse is really bringing in those that melodic nature, but Bubi is really bringing in this like musical, theatrical, like it's a very much a show to put on. Whereas Ironmouse is pushing more towards the melody of things, and you know what you would really hear as a melody if you're like putting this in a playlist or something, and what you think of as like the chorus and stuff. It's Ironmouse is really driving that. She's driving that melody. But Bubi is really filling in. I have to remind myself to say Bubi. Bubi is really filling in for those, not only the bassier tones in the mix as well, but also just the fun of the mix. He's really adding in just this theater aspect to it, which is really satisfying, especially when it's layered together like that.
Bow to the prince of pain and suffering.
You look so small and cute next to the fucking
Your reign's deplorable.
Aww, you're so adorable. Call on me, we won't go back. Here's where it's happening.
I refuse. Unlike
Ooh, interesting. I do kind of wish we didn't have the digital effect there, because we had a very cool run before she hit that note up high. Like you can tell she's kind of like pulling in a bit more. Like before, she was very like high velocity with her voice and really shooting up for that high pitch and belting it out. Well, maybe not belting it out, but very clear fast air. But here, it feels like she kind of went in, like pulled back a bit, but because of the digital effect on her voice, it didn't have such a drastic effect as a clean vocal demeanor change there would have.
Won't go back, here's where it's happening.
I refuse. Unlikely fate, where we're at now. I'll try your way, make these man bow. See the dogs VA, how they act out. Really
Okay, he's just gonna say it.
Play the part, you made your mark in my heart. Though the past is past, cut out with a check. Let's make it a thing, I'm still the king. Ringing up hell, hear them sing, you sinful thing.
Nice. You know, they're adding in these laughs, but it's very, very tasteful. You know, the transitions between opening in, like for example, right there, we had that laugh to introduce the choral layering. So right there, we're introducing our treble tonalities through that laugh. So we went into this bass intermission, really, and then we climb out with that laugh as an interjection, which transitions us towards those choral backings from Ironmouse again. So it's very, very tasteful with our transitions, with how we're going between segments. I really, really like the composition for this. It feels very, very simple, but it's very clean, despite how, you know, how chaotic it might get, or how, you know, direct or how maybe vulgar the lyrics can be at times. It's always so clean in how it's put together. Nice. Nice.
When we're on top, passion until the top. Catch us when they're caught. The anarchy,
I like how Bubi like pulls that drawl when he's backing up Ironmouse here. But when he's doing the backing vocals, he always adds that breathy drawl that it creates a very nice contrast and makes it a lot easier to hear him as well in the mix. So while he is backing Ironmouse there, it also showcases his ability much more. Nice. I see. Are they gonna end on the laugh? Okay, they're probably gonna end with the laughing. Alright. Nice. I like that they kept the percussive through the laughing here. Oh well, not there. Nice, and you can still hear the synth tones sustained as well. So they didn't just go all in on the laughing. They kept some continuity, and then they used the gasp to really close the song there. That was really solid. I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Massive props to both Ironmouse and Bubi, because I think Bubi in particular has voiced that he might be uncomfortable with singing and stuff. So I think this was a really good way to ease into it, because it has a much more theatrical nature around it, and it really plays to his strengths. So massive props to him. And Ironmouse is always, I mean, she's always an incredible vocalist. I will say I think I like this style of music that she went for, because when I've heard her before in like clips and stuff, singing, it tends to be like a lot more classical, or like an anime opening or something, or like either classical, like operatic, or like anime, which is fine, but it's nice to see this feels very unique. And even though it's, you know, it's kind of like standard digital percussion, digital instrumentation, it still feels like they were able to make it their own. They were able to make it their own flavor of music, their own song, and it feels original. It feels original, and it feels like it showcases Bubi quite a lot, and Ironmouse just as much. She really like pushed that melody, and it's a very catchy song. It's just a catchy, enjoyable mix. And so I have no complaints, really. I do wish actually that some of the digital effects on the vocals were maybe pulled back just for a couple parts. It didn't feel obtrusive by any means, but I do wish, especially when we get like the runs and stuff from Iron Mouse's voice.
Don't need me, won't go back. Here's where it's happening.
I refuse. I'm not.
Like right there, I think it would have had a greater impact if we had kind of pulled back on the suppression on the vocal and then let that shine through the mix a bit. But I don't think it was necessarily a wrong choice to not do that. It's just like a personal preference thing, because you would be giving up some consistency, and if Bubi is following up right after that segment, it could be a bit jarring, because you'd be going from a clear treble bass tonality into a suppressed bass tonality, with only really that percussive transition. So it's not necessarily a wrong choice to have that like that very subtle digital effect on the vocal, but to me, I think it would have really highlighted that line right there if it wasn't there. But that's like a personal preference thing, and it's not that big of a deal. So overall, I'd say this song was really, really awesome. I'm very, very impressed with this. Though I did go into this having pretty high expectations, because, you know, it is Iron Mouse and she is a very talented singer, very skilled vocalist. So I did have high expectations, and I think this was a good route to go, because it's not necessarily like, oh, she has to show off every vocal run that she can do or anything. It's just like a fun approach to make a song for the viewers, and you know, they're going to their VTuber lore and they're tying it in, and it really feels like a VTuber song, even though it doesn't really feel like it's necessarily cliche in terms of like an anime opening or anything like that. It just feels like an original song for her and Bubi, which is exactly what you want. So massive props. That was really, really fun. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, feel free to recommend more things for me to check out in the comments below. And if you'd like, feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more reactions like this. Aside from that, I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching.